Johnny J's with another episode of Everyday Sneakerheads. You see me sit at the table, so you know it's another collection video. We stopped off at the 7s. Let's jump right into the 8s. We're going to move real fast through these today just to get them all done. I'll give you guys a story on most of them. Some of them I'll show, and we'll just keep on moving. Let's get to it. We're going to start with my 8s. Never been a real big fan of these. I only got 2 pair of 8s in the collection. This was another pair that I got at the outlet in Chicago. Woman's shoe. Just saw a size 13 and jumped on it. If I ever had to have an 8, because my favorite one would be the Peapod. This navy blue and orange with that little bit of that olive green was one of my favorite shoes. You know, you had that transition into a manhood. This shoe came out, I want to say 07. I just had my 3rd daughter. Things was kind of cooking and had a little extra money, seen the ads. I think they had Michael Finley in the jacket and the whole hookup with these. Seen these shoes, I had to have them. I wish they would reach retro this one, similar like they just did the Aqua. So only 2 8s. I just move these 2 out the way and we'll go right into my 9s. Gotta have the OG, original colorway. You know they do it the best they can, and they always do a pretty good job when they retro 9s. This one is a dope shoe, still dead stock, haven't worn it. This is an iconic shoe to me. Me and my brother had these both together. As kids, I had the olive pair as well. Man, my brother's still rocking the original pair of these to this day. One of the dopest, cleanest colorways. Even though he didn't play in this one, we still seen him in it, I believe, here and there. Space Jams as well. But dope colors, still haven't brought myself to wear it just yet. Love the way they did this one. This one's still dead stock. Haven't wore that one yet. This one was so dope. When they put that navy blue on there, it always looked good on 9s when they put that patent leather. And that'll transition me right into the cool gray 9s. Another one of my favorites. My brother had this one as well when we were kids. Fresh shoe. I tried to get it. They didn't have my size that day. My brother got the last one. But this one was always a dope shoe. This one sat around for a while. This was the photo blue. This one sat on shelves for a little while. Right before they got rid of all of them, I jumped on it. I remember getting this shoe. I always said it would be a sleeper one day and somebody would give me a compliment on it. Haven't worn it in a while, but we'll find out. You know I gotta have the Johnny Kilroys. Come on, man. Johnny J's, Johnny Kilroy. Gotta have the Johnnies on deck for sure. With my name on the tongue. Dig that. Always a dope shoe. Love that shiny silver. Let's skip on through and get to my 10s. All right, let's move right into my Jordan 10s. I got 6 pair of 10s. I just realized a lot of these accumulated over maybe the past 2 or 3 years, and a lot of them dead stock because I get so many wears out of my favorite shoe, my 4s, and some of my 3s. But I got the steel 10s, a real nice picture. Me and my wife, I got these for that one reason. These came out, and me and my wife dressed black and white for an event that I went to with my family down in the Mississippi Delta. Shout out to all my family down that way. But I got, so going right from Mississippi, that just transitioned me right to Chicago. They did this one for the Chicago flag. Got this one, had to jump on it with the CHI on the side for hometown. Then the cool grays, this isn't the cool gray. No, this is the cool gray. The cool gray, and then they call this, I believe, the cement. All these Jordan heads got crazy nicknames, and it's hard not to follow along because that's how we identify with the different names. Yeah, and then the I'm Back Jordan 10s. Haven't wore this one, a real clean shoe. Had to have it, man. I love the way it looks with that contrast, with the black and the white, with the all black up top. And it's kind of a new buck as well on the lace holders and all. But this is a dope shoe. Had to have it when they brought this one out. Real clean shoe. It was for the anniversary when Mike came back. He was wearing the 10s that year. Him and member Scottie Pippen pointing towards his shoe. But yeah, this was a dope shoe. The Shadow 10s. These retro last year, I believe, and set on shelves. Not many people picked this shoe up, but this is a retro colorway. Never had it as a kid. Had to have it. Just jumped on it. They put a real nice nubuck. Got some back sway motion on there. Real nice shoe. Let's hurry up and get to the 11s. I want to do the 12s and get this whole collection done today. Let's move. Everybody's favorite shoe, Jordan 11s. Going crazy over Christmas time for the Jordan 11s, Jordan 11s. Concords came last year, you know I had to have them. Didn't have them originally as a kid, but made sure I had it this time. The one that we still waiting for them to retro. Everybody, please, we still waiting. I was at the 85 South Show and a young fella had his on. He was rocking them the same way I rock them. So what if they're a little bit yellow? Still rock them. That shows that history, that real 100% yo shoe. I love it when they're yellow. I don't mind. I'm still wearing it. Still waiting on a new pair. A real crispy pair would be nice though. And then we got the Gammas. Dope shoe when they retroed this one. The closest we was getting to an all black 11 at that time. Now they have the cap and gowns. But I got this one back when this one came out just because it was all black. Dope shoe. Then we could go to my Columbias. Had this one as a youngster. I have the original pair somewhere around here in this basement of mine. It's a picture of it on my Instagram, Everyday Sneakerheads. Check me out on there. It's the original shoe from 2001. It's pretty bad, but it's still my shoe. You know what I'm saying? But this is always a dope one. All white with that nice icy bottom. My bottom still look decent on this pair. I haven't worn it much. Dope shoe. Then we go into this one. Everybody loved to hate this one when it came out. But I loved it because it was something different. A little bit of different texture on it. At one point, I was going to dye the bottom of my shoe red. I thought about that, seen somebody do a custom. And I said that would really be nice on that shoe. Haven't done it. Still haven't worn it. Still dead stock. Quite a few of these are dead stock. My Concord. Then you got to get to my Space Jam. Just haven't brought myself to wear some of these because they such my favorite shoes. So clean. Just still dead stock. But I will be wearing these soon. The navy blue one as well. Then you have to have the red one when they dropped two of us on that year for Christmas. I believe 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, these are my Jordan 11s. Let's get to the 12s. Jordan 12s. Jordan 12s. I got 11 pair of Jordan 12s. This is crazy. Some of them I worn, some of them I haven't. Another one of my favorite silhouettes, an iconic pair of shoes. Came out my junior year in high school. I still remember. Just always had to have me at least one of these in my collection since day one. Not probably second favorite to the 4s. My little girl loves the 12s. She's a big fan of 12s as well. She probably got about 5 or 6 pair. They've been dropping so many of them here lately in the past 2 to 3 years. Tons of colorways, especially for the kids. But let's get into it. You know I had to have one of my favorites when they finally did the all white. It's starting to yellow a little bit on the shoe, the Rising Suns. Had to have this one, the all white, and they did the holes in it. Me and my cousin jumped on these early when they came out that year. Then my Obsidian. Had to have my Obsidian. A funny story about this, the original time this shoe came out, my school had a field trip to the mall the day they came out. If any OG old head remember, the cherries came out the same day as the Obsidian. I chose the Obsidian. Just love that navy blue and North Carolina blue colorway. They was coming with different colors finally on the Jordan red, like on the Jordan one, instead of red, white, and black like we were so used to. They were getting to come out with different colors. Had to have this one. Jumped on this international pack last year because it reminded me so much of the Obsidian. This nubuck or suede, or whatever it may be. I like the way they put that on there with the Chinese writing on the back as well. This was a dope shoe. They even put like a snakeskin pattern over here on the side. I forget what it was. I think it's a nickname for it. I know it was part of the international pack that they did last year. Everybody calls these the flu games. To me, these aren't the flu games. They would be considered just the breads or black and red that we so much call it. These would be the flu games to me because it actually had the emoji on the side of the shoe for the flu game, and they made this one suede. Everybody knows the original was black and red. This one was suede, so gotta have both of these are still in the collection. On this one, they did something crazy with the bottoms of these, and it gets this ashy look to it. Everybody was still disappointed about that one, but still got it. Gotta have your taxis. This is the last release they did. A dope shoe. Everybody loves that black and white colorway. If you got the red one, you gotta have the blue one. That's just my opinion. Had to have both of these, even though they switched it up a little bit with this one. It's a funny texture. This one, you know, it's like a long hair suede, well, their rendition of a long hair suede. But this one, we couldn't figure it out if it was nubuck or if it was leather, but it was still a dope shoe, a dope look to me. Had to have that one as well. The gray one, had to get the gray one. I love cool gray Jordans whenever they do it. Wolf gray, cool gray. That's a shoe that one of my grails I need in my collection, the Wolf Gray 5. Everybody know which one that one is. This gray one was dope. Had to get this one. And this one was a tax season shoe. Everybody went crazy for the Masters. They called these the Masters when they came out. That all black with the gray plates on the side leading into that carbon fiber. Everybody was going crazy for this shoe. I know what everybody out there says. Boy, you got all them shoes, you don't wear all them shoes. This is not only just for me to wear them all, it's a hobby of mine. So this is something I've been doing for a long time. You have any questions, you can ask me and I always tell you. Most people collect cars. Women collect handbags. My mom asked me that one time about my shoe collection. Why is there so many? And I asked her about so many handbags that she had. She really couldn't say nothing. Let's move to the 13s. Jordan 13s, my senior year in high school. Cannot forget. One of the dopest shoes that they ever came out with. A bunch of friends of mine went to a different high school, Princeton High School. I remember my boys rocking these on the court that year. A dope shoe, a dope colorway. They brought this one back recently. Had to get my hands on it. Didn't have it back then, but had to have this one. They brought this shoe out a year or two ago, and it's set on shelves. Maybe 2 years ago. It came with black laces. It looked horrible, I thought, but they had an extra spare pair of white laces in the box. I said I'm gonna get those and just put the white laces in, which I thought everybody should have did. The red wasn't that bad on them. I thought it was a decent shoe. When they came back with the cherries, had to get on this one. That red and white. You know how I do for the red. Dope shoe with the white, OG colorway. They did it. What can you say? Then going to the He Got Games, a classic shoe. Everybody knows this from the movie, but to me, this was my senior year in high school. Like I said, what a fun time. Always remember that, kids. But this one, a dope shoe. When they said they was bringing it back, had to have them. Always had to have them. Squadron Blue Air Jordan 13s. This was a dope shoe that they did, all navy blue with a canary yellow on the outsole, lining it up with the canary yellow on the tongue. This was a dope shoe. Dope concept the way they did it. Me and my wife had these. She had the blue, this one as well, and we used to rock together. Dope shoe. Love this shoe. They could retro this one, and I still would probably go get it again. Dope shoe. The Gray Toes. Everybody loves this one. Not exactly the same maroon as the original, but this one to do. Dope concept on this one. Love the color blocking for that one. Atmosphere. Air Jordan 13s with that green bottom. Dope shoe. Real nice leather that they did on this with the Stingray on the panels on the midsole. Dope shoe. Everybody loves that Atmosphere. I think this one even set around a little bit on the shelves. I saved this one for last. One that Jordan Brand has not brought back, but I've been holding on to it. I believe it was 2011 or 12, not really sure the year. Holding on to it, keeping it clean. Air Jordan Playoff 13s. Everybody's still waiting on this shoe. When they bring it back, I'm getting it again. This one is so dope. Everybody loves it. Let's get to my 14s, 115, and we'll end it up. Air Jordan 14s, freshman year of college. Wasn't no Jordan buying. It was a halt on all that. Totally out of the game. Moms definitely wasn't kicking out. I didn't have no job. One of the guys at school came back with the Air Jordan 14 black toes on, and I was sick. When I seen this shoe back then, I knew one day that shoe was going retro and I was going to have it. One of the dopest shoes they ever did with the black toe. It took a long time for this shoe to finally get the popularity. It's starting to rise now with some of the colors. As this one set on shelves, couldn't believe it. But we love this shoe. When Mike wore this one for the last shot in that Bulls jersey for the 6th ring, we was going crazy trying to figure out what shoe he had on. Knew it was the new Jordan. Everybody was so excited to see him. Something totally different. They went left field from the Air Jordan 13 to come to the Air Jordan 14. Just a sleek style. Some of his shoes have begun to be bulky with the 13, the 12. Everybody know how that toe box look on the 12. That crease you get right on your pinky toe is kind of bulky in the front, and also on the 11s being a bigger shoe. They kind of slimmed it down. This was a real dope shoe. Everybody know they copied it after the Ferrari with the emblem on the side. When these retro back needed another pair, put this one back in the collection. Never had the cherries. When they brought this one back, had to have it. Real dope leather they put on there. Still got this one dead stock. Haven't had the time to wear it. Real dope shoe. Combination of that red, black, and white. Love them. This was a shoe that I thought was totally slept on. When I seen the pictures of it, I knew I wanted it. I believe they called it Desert Sand. This was a dope shoe. A nice tan that they put on there. And I have a pair of Jordan shorts. If you're a Jordan head like I am, I know it's called Everyday Sneakerheads, but I collect mostly Jordans. Have a few Air Max Huaraches and whatnot upstairs in the closet, but down here it's all Jordans, just probably because it's just so many of them. But if you're a Jordan head like me, I have a pair of shorts to match these perfectly. Just a pair of shorts that I bought, maybe some Burlington or TJ Maxx. Every time I see a piece of Jordan clothing, I look at it and say, what shoe does it go with? You can tell that by the logos and just different things that they do. You see anything with the Jordan blocking like this one, you would know that that's probably goes to the 14. I don't know. I'm different. Maybe it's only me. If you do that, put it in the comment down below and let me know. Am I crazy? I don't know. But dope shoe when they came with this one. My Jordan 14s, freshman year of college. Let's move on. Winding down, almost at the end. This will be the last couple I'll show you all. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate all my subscribers, and thank everybody who tunes in and watches my show every week. Salute you all. Appreciate you. We are at the Air Jordan 15. This is the only one in my collection. Whenever I see this shoe, I think about the Cincinnati Bearcats, one of the first teams on Jordan brand. I believe that might have been even the first year that they were on Jordan brand. They all were rocking these shoes. Dope concept. I think Tinker Hatfield even said he hated this shoe because they were trying to do something totally different with the tongue of the shoe. I didn't really like the shoe when it originally came out when we were kids because it was something different, but it grew on me and I really began to like it. If they were ever retro, the low version of this shoe is red and white. My brother had it when we were kids and they had Jordan written around the back in red letters. It was mostly white shoe. Dope shoe. I would love to have that one in my collection. This is the only countdown pack I got when they brought the countdown pack that year. That was a dope concept. Jordan, they outdid themselves on that one back then, getting all the retros every month. Dope concept. I got my hands on the 3 and the 20. Wore this shoe to death. Got some real good wears out of it. Still not in bad condition with some real nice leather on this shoe. I got the cracking going on, but I can really get that touched up and done up right and still be getting wears out of this. I need to go ahead and do it, but I wear this shoe just like this because of what it is. People that know what it is, you know. But this is the only Jordan 20 I have in my collection. Came with the countdown pack, a real nice suede. I wore this shoe quite a few times as well. Then going to my 23s, brought these out for my video and haven't looked at these in a while and noticed the yellowing on the carbon fiber around these shoes. on different spots of my shoes. But this was a great one. Never got my hands on the black one. But when they said they was doing one with the Jordan initials on it, had to get my hands on this one. This one was a real dope shoe. As you can see, and I had already seen that, the tongue on this shoe has already yellowed. It's been about 12 or 13 years. This was a dope shoe. They really outdid themselves on this one. This one, to me, wouldn't be a performance shoe. I thought it looked kind of weird with Melo when the guys wearing it in the All-Star game. They had some crazy colors. Always a different shoe. I thought it was a dope shoe. I want to thank everybody for watching another episode. Please tune in next week. Please comment, like, subscribe. Salute.